Go ahead, Bob. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to reconvene the meeting. We always have before, as you know, of the School. I would like to thank Principal Aaron Vieira for conducting the tour and for helping us, at least him, the school committee, and the public get a view on our needs here. Just to recap, we have over 700 students in this building, and we are at about more than maxed out as to the numbers of students that we can really handle in this facility. And this is one of the buildings, of course, that the school committee has applied to the state to look at for possible renovations down the line as money becomes available, not only here, but of course the Minot Forest School. So, Aaron, thank you very, very much. We appreciate the tour that you gave us. The next item we have here on the agenda is that of public participation. Is there anybody from the public who would like to speak to the committee tonight? I know that these are tight quarters in the library here. There are, please raise your hand, let us know. Stay right there, Jake.
I have a question, I don't know how the other parents feel, but we were wondering if at the end of the meeting, closer to after the reports, if maybe we can speak at that time. It's just hard to take everything in and then come next meeting and talk about everything. Whether some of the parents, after some of the reports, if we have questions, if we could speak at that.
You mean if you want to ask things that you hear?
Yeah, tonight, if we could kind of refrain till after the report.
Is there anything specifically in the agenda that you're concerned? You have a copy of the agenda.
I know the sports, the athletic director's report is one thing where a lot of us are here for, if questions arise out of that, mostly.
Okay. If you, after we go through the first, we usually have, our policies called to have public participation at the beginning, but I would have no problem if somehow you want us to do the athletic director's report first. If whether or not, if you wanted to, if there were any questions or issues. But that'd be okay also. I don't know what the rest of the committee feels. Unless you plan on staying for the full meeting.
I tend to stay usually till the end, unless you guys get a little too late.
Okay, because usually we have public participation at the beginning. That's what we use for the agenda, so people have concerns.
However you feel it's better to go about it.
Okay. Does the committee have any feelings, Jeff?
I would move that we make the move the athletic director report to after the report of the student representative.
Okay.
And allow public participation after that point.
On the specifics of the athletic report.
Certainly. And then at the chair's discretion, if there's any other subject at that time, we could do it as well.
Okay. So, get this straight, we will entertain the athletic director's report after we have the report from the student representative.
Right.
Okay. And if they have any questions about the athletic director's report, or if there isn't anything else on the agenda, we are talking about Dr. Rivera is going to do a report on the strategic action, but he's going to do that after. Okay? No questions on that. Okay. Is there any other public participation on something that would not be related to this? Okay. Seeing none, we can move on. Okay. The next item under good news. Of course, I think we're all aware, of course, and this is the first time the school committee has met. And their division championship, and I know that last week was a wonderful week here in the town of Wareham with the activities and the support for our team and the parade that was held in the town of Wareham to honor our players, to honor, of course, the coaches. And I guess on behalf of the school committee, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the Wareham High School Vikings, to the boys basketball team, and also to the coaches, and also to their families. I think, as I said last week, the school committee, after the parade, did sponsor a luncheon for the players and their families and the coaches at the high school cafeteria, which was very well attended. And I guess that this committee, I know, we're extremely pleased and proud of these young men and especially of their families, because certainly these families have produced, you know, a group of young men who are certainly not only a credit to themselves, but a credit to the school and a credit to the community. And once again, congratulations on a job well done. We're really pleased with all of this. It is wonderful. Since I'm talking about that, does anybody have anything they'd like to add under good news? Barry.
I'd like to, I got a note from Principal Siemens about Minot Forest and a program they had called Adopt a Soldier. In each grade level, there was a teacher that collected materials, made up goodie baskets to send over to soldiers. There was another group that has done Valentines that they sent to various members there. They also had messages going back and forth, like write a letter there, kind of a pen pal kind of thing. And it was very, very well done. And in fact, one of the fourth graders wrote up the summary. Unfortunately, I left it back at the office. But it was a very nice program, and it was nice to see. So I think that is good news. On the idea of the sports team, I have to say it was nice to see that the entire town was proud of something, that this was something that everyone in town could get behind. And it just kind of shows that we have a lot of talented people in Wareham. It isn't just about sports. At the last school board meeting, I think we mentioned about a particular child that was going to a competition with music that we had. Yes, your grandchild, that is correct. But that there are a number of youngsters that do a lot of good things. Unfortunately, sometimes only the bad things sometimes come out, and people hear about, you know, a mistake a child has made acting out or something. But it was really nice that everybody could be proud of the students and the team and of the town. I even got a complimentary letter from one of the superintendents in another community, not one of the communities that we play ball against, but just to say, you know, congratulations, and you know, the first time ever that Wareham had won the championship, and it was nice to see. And you know, all of the news media and everything else. And my hope is that we can take this. I know at the high school they had an assembly for the sophomores about the MCAS test to say, you know, our sports teams have done it. Now let's show people how smart we are with academics. So we're trying to, you know, this kind of town of champions. I think that's what Brockton was once called because of the boxing and so forth. But we have a lot of good things happening in Wareham, and it's nice to get recognized. So that's my other.
Thank you, Barry. Did any other members of the committee have any good news they'd like to share? Ken?
Just first of all, a correction on a letter received from the town administrator, Mark Andrews. It was congratulations addressed to Wareham High School basketball team and Kevin Bajoli, athletic director. So it should be coach, but athletic director, everybody was involved in that. I don't know if this is made public to the press, so it's bad enough. We don't want people reading into that. But the basketball team did a good job. The other thing, I don't know if we're going to talk about it now, but I will, is I want to personally thank Mr. Brusso for his years of service to this town. Cliff Sylvia's not here, so I'll go on record and say he was my favorite teacher. But it's flattering to have Mr. Brusso as a teacher and then have the honor to work with him and Dr. Sylvia. Nothing against my other colleagues here. I'm just saying I had them as teachers to come back and learn from them. I wish him the best of luck going forward, and it's a major, major loss to this town, the experience that he brings, and best of luck to you, Mr. Brusso.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you very much.
And on that note, at